Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Is it audible?
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir,
Good afternoon, sir.
video is not audible.
Yes, sir, it's not audible.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, video is still not audible.
No issues. You can just watch the video. If there are absence also, you can just.
So your voice is cracking, it's not audible properly.
Yes, sir, your voice is cracking.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, actually, sir, can you make Bhavuk the presenter, sir? Sir, he's the volunteer working with us. So he will make sure that people enter the lobby who are waiting in the lobby.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Sir, make Bhavuk the presenter, sir. Sir, he is one of the volunteers so working for this Microsoft team. Sir, can you make him the presenter, sir? He'll let those people who are waiting in the lobby.
I have just admit all the, I hope now everyone should be in by now. That is why I showed this video initially. Uh,
Sir, no, if you would make him the presenter, sir, you will not get disturbed, sir. Sir, he'll enter the people because there are a lot of people who entered late. So he'll add them one by one.
okay,
Yes, sir. So Bhavuk Virmani.
wait.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Just a second, I am making.
Hello, sir.
Okay, I am made in the presenter also. Okay, now my voice is clear, I hope.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. See, let us start. Good afternoon to all of you, first of all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. My name is Sameer Kathuria. I am working as a assistant professor and I have a total experience of 20 years. For past 20 years I have been teaching. But here I am not going to talk you anything about academics. Today we will be discussing about sports. And this was just a video. Actually I showed this video in the beginning for this reason only, that let all the people let in so that they can all come in and then we can start with the presentation. So we are here to talk about this video only. First of all, let us talk about this video. See, in this video, if you have just seen the video, it is one of the incredible story of sports. It is a story of lawn tennis in which Wimbledon is played. That is one of the Grand Slam. There was one player. His name is Goran Ivanisevic. This player, initially he lost in 1990. He lost a final match in 1990. Then again in 1992, he lost the finals. Then again in 1996, he reached the finals, but then again he lost the final. Then again in 1998, he reached finals, lost the final. He lost four finals. And then in the year 2001, he once again reached the final, and that time he ultimately won the final. This is one of the the true inspirational story of an athlete. These are the stuffs the athletes are made of. Okay? These are the stuff the athletes are made of. They they are the one basically. I was just looking at some screen, there was some option was there. Okay, so basically this is the stuff the athletes are made of. They persist for their dreams. They follow their dreams and they keep on working hard till the time they actually achieve it. And they, the bottom line of the sports is you should never say never. See, same is the example with Sachin Tendulkar. You know why he started playing cricket? He saw Kapil Dev in the year 1983 lifting the World Cup trophy, and that was, the thing that trigger off his dreams. He also wanted, he also wanted to, lift that trophy. He also want to lift the World Cup trophy. And for that again, he played in 1992 World Cup, 1996, 1999, 2003, 2007, and then obviously ultimately we won the World Cup in the year 2011. So that is, this is what sports teaches you. This is what sports is all about. You should have your dreams, you should have your goals, and you should persist them. You should keep on trying. These are the stories of the legend. These are the stuff the legends are made of. They keep on practicing, keep on achieving, keep on targeting their goals, and until and unless they achieve that. So this is what is the sports all about. Let us begin our presentation of management lessons from sports. This is what the our topic for today is. See, management lessons from sports. Now, first of all, what do you mean by the term sports? Sports is something, which involve a physical activity. It involves anything physical activity and skills, which is played at an individual level or a team level to compete against your competitors for the entertainment. So this is basically sports. Why sports is important? Why is it important to play sports? See, nowadays, there is so much of stress is there. say for example, we talk about you as a student when you were in your 12th class, you were having so much of stress, so much of pressure, boards pressure is there, you have to do classwork, homework, tuitions, and all that. So there is a, parents pressure, everywhere there's a pressure of, to do well, to do well. So sports actually act as a stress buster. Sports actually act as a stress buster. It, when we play sports, when we play any kind of sports, what happens is there is a circulation of blood. There is a circulation of blood. We sweat, we sweat a lot, and then, it basically refresh your mind. It basically, you will go out, you will be sitting in your room for the entire day maybe. So you will go out there, you will feel a different environment, different scenes, and then, you play the game. So it actually refresh you, it re-energize you. And when you get re-energized, then obviously, you can concentrate much better rather than just sitting at home with my books open all the day. If I can, just refresh it for 1 hour, maybe for an 1 hour activity during a day, any kind of an exercise, any kind of an exercise, be jogging, running, you just walking, or cycling, anything of that sort. Now what happens is, nowadays, since, we all are, so much hooked into mobiles and gadgets and everything, we have basically stopped playing these games. And we, the children, if you see the kids which are growing up now, they are more into the games and they are more into the mobiles and everything. And, it may cause, various kinds of disease which they don't understand right now, but maybe, at a later stage of their life, they might be having a high blood pressure, diabetes, cancers, and all kind of disease. Obesity is there. So there are so many kinds of disease which might happen because we don't do physical activity. So physical activity is must for the children. There it is must for any age group. You should just go for a walk. You should go for an exercise. People do gym. People go to gym. So I mean, nowadays when the gym was banned, I mean, because of lockdown, so people started cycling. There was an increased demand of cycles. People started cycling. So just to make sure that your exercise are going on. Now, why, I mean, sports is important. It is because of these physical benefits which we achieve, lower obesity rates and lower health, you will be more stronger, you will be more healthier. So that is one of the benefit, obviously the physical benefits. Then are the mental benefits. You become more stronger mentally. When I play any kind of a sports, when I get involved in any kind of a sports, then I basically, I am a mentally stronger person. I am more strong as a mentally. It is not just about the physical health. It is about your mind. Everything is played in your mind. So that is something which is very, very important. And sports is basically an exercise of your mind. So sports is something, it is something very, very important. Then obviously there is a difference in personality. The people who play sports, who go for sports, their body language is different, their confidence level is different. So you can just easily, see, yes, this is a, sports person. You can easily make out, yes, this is a sports person, and it helps academically also. Then there is a difference in physique. You see, I mean, nowadays you look at the children, eating all kind of junk food and all that. What kind of physique they are having. The little kids we are talking about. What kind of food habits they are having. So sports, it makes sure that you are on a healthy diet. That is also one of the importance of sport, and it makes your physique well. So these are the various importance of sports. When we talk about. Give you physical benefits, the difference in personality, physique, and above all, life skills. That is something which is very, very important. You learn various kinds of life skills. When you actually play sports, you learn, so many kinds of life skills you learn. Like say for example, initially when we saw the video, Actually, I was having another video also, but since you are not able to hear it, so I won't be playing right now. So what are the various kinds of life skills, which we can acquire from sports? Like, first of all, we say that, perseverance was one of the skills, which we talked about when we say, never say die attitude. When we saw the video for this Ivanis, which we can learn from that. What others, what other life skills you can actually derive from sports? What qualities? Can anyone tell what qualities you can derive from sports?
Yes, sir. Sir, teamwork.
Yes,
uh,
very good. Teamwork,
Coordination.
coordination,
Coordination.
sportsmanship. Yes,
leadership.
leadership skills. Great.
Honesty,
Emotional controlling skills.
Yes, honesty. Yes, someone else was saying something.
Confidence.
Motivation.
Control on emotions.
skills,
Motivation. Yes,
Confidence.
confidence. Planning.
Control on
Immunity.
emotions.
Stamina.
Better immunity. Yes,
Control on emotions.
control on emotions. Better control on your emotions. Yes, very good.
sir, our mental health will improve.
Yes, your mental health will improve. When we play sports. Absolutely right.
Discipline,
Discipline. Yes,
Sir,
that is good.
positive attitude and believing in yourself.
Yes, believing in ourselves and positive attitude. So you see, there are so many words like which you have told me. I mean, there are endless number of skills which you can acquire just by playing sports. When you indulge in sport, there are so many things which we learn from sports. There are so many skills which we learn from sports. And at an individual level, when we talk about at an individual level, so these are the first of all, it is not about winning and losing. Sports is not all about winning and losing. It is all about the process. Like you said, there are so many traits which one can learn by playing sports. Being confident, being disciplined, being control over our emotions, and there are so many things which you all talk about. So it is not only about winning and losing, it just makes you a better person. Then, the second thing is never say never. That is the one of the, bottom line of sports. You never quit. The game is not over until the last ball is bowled. Game is not over. So, you never quit. Like, say, for example, you might be all seeing cricket. So I just give you examples of cricket. Just I think 1 or 2 days back, there was a match, of I think Rajasthan Royals match was there, where everyone thought the match is gone and dusted, and in that one over, in that one particular over, player hit 5 sixes. He hit 5 sixes, and the entire dynamics of the match changes, and ultimately they won the match. Like we have seen so many matches in 2020, where just that one over might change the entire match. So you never know. You should
सर
never quit.
पैसों का खेल है सारा.
Okay, you should never quit. That is the point which we are talking. We are not talking about money. That is not the thing which we talked about money in this thing. And we are not talking about, the match fixing and all those kinds of things. We are looking at the positive attitude, and we are going to look at this PPT and presentation in a positive frame of mind, not in a negative frame of mind, where I will look for match fixing and all those things. So there are, ups and downs, there are goods and bad of each and everything, but we are focusing on the positive, not on negatives. Okay, so it is about never say quit. You never quit. You never say die. That is one of the approach that we learn from sports. Next is value of practice and preparation. It is all about the practice. It is all about the preparation which you make. There is so much of hard work which is involved. Like say for example, one person asked Sachin Tendulkar, what is the secret of your success? What is the secret of your success that you have succeeded so much? He said, no matter what happens, no matter what happens, say for example, today I am out on a zero, or I have scored a double century. No matter what happens, next day morning at 6 a.m., I will be on ground practicing. So that is the stuff, that is the reason why, you have such a long career, you succeed. So these are the things which we want to imbibe from the presentations. These are the things which we want to learn from watching sports. These are the things which we want to learn. And the first line says it goes beyond winning and losing. It goes beyond winning and losing. And in my entire this slide, or in the entire my presentation, you will not find the money word. So try, be focused, try to learn, what are the positives and what we are talking about. So it is all about your practice, how much, you work hard, to achieve. See, someone is more talented than you. Maybe a guy is more talented than you. He is a God gifted or anything of that sort. But there is one thing which I can control, and that is my hard work. That is my hard work, which I can control. I can give my 100%. I can give my 110% every time. That is one thing which is under my control. I am not talking about luck. I am not talking about, God gift. I am not talking about anything. But that is one thing which is there in my hand. That is my hard work. So that is the value of practice and preparation. Communication skills, as one of you said, that is again something, which improves when we play sports. Overcoming adversities, there are so many challenges in life. Like abhi humne jo video I have shown you in the beginning, the player, the Goa, this Ivanovic, he lost his friend in a car accident. He lost his friend in a car accident, and if you have seen the video, when the last, that point was played, when the last match point he was playing, he made two double faults. Just imagine the amount of turmoil which is happening in his mind. you know so you have to overcome all kinds of adversity and the challenges when we play sports. Decision making is something, again, like one of you said, decision making, strategic development. So these are the things which we talk about. Then it is all about teamwork. Like you said, it is all about teamwork, setting and striving for goals. We set our goal. जैसे मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोला कि सचिन तेंदुलकर का जो है गोल था कि आई हैव टू लिफ्ट दैट वर्ल्ड कप ट्रॉफी, एंड फॉर दैट ही प्लेड हिज एंटायर करियर. This player, Ivanovic, he wants to lift that trophy of Wimbledon. He played. He lost four finals. But this is the stuff athletes are made of. Olympics, mein, there are so many players, who strive for that gold medal. They keep on working hard. Because they want to achieve their goal, which is obviously, that medal. Because there is no substitute of that feeling. जो वो फीलिंग होती है कि एक से फॉर एग्जांपल इंडिया का जो है नेशनल एंथम हो रहा है और आई एम हैविंग दैट गोल्ड मेडल. So that feeling is, and it is not comparable to anything. Like say for example in a stadium, you ask Saurav Ganguly, तुम्हारे को क्या चीज़ है, क्या मूवमेंट है तुम्हारा जो तुम हमेशा चेरिश करते हो अपनी लाइफ में. उसने कहा कि मेरे पास बहुत सारा पैसा है, मैंने बहुत पैसा कमा लिया, सब कुछ कर लिया, मैं बड़ी पोजीशन पे आ गया, मैंने एक बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन हेल्ड करता हूँ मैं अभी. ही इज ऑब्वियसली बीसीसीआई प्रेसिडेंट and everything for Kolkata he has done and everything. But he said the ultimate thing that gives him the satisfaction was when he covered rope a fast bowler. वो कहता है कि जब मैं कवर ड्राइव मारता था एक फास्ट बॉलर को, तो उस टाइम जो मेरे को मज़ा आता था, उस टाइम जो मेरे को सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलती थी, वो सेटिस्फेक्शन मेरे को कहीं से भी नहीं मिल सकती. चाहे तुम जितना मर्जी पैसा कमा लो, जिस मर्जी पोजीशन पे चले जाओ, जो मर्जी काम कर लो. बट दैट सेटिस्फेक्शन ऑफ अ बॉल हिटिंग द बैट इन द मिडल इज समथिंग which you will always cherish in his entire life. Then the discipline which we have talked about, obviously discipline is something which is very, very important. Then dealing with the success and the failure. You learn to deal with failures. You learn to deal with failures. That is one of the most important things of sports, that you learn to deal with failures. It is not about the success a person's success is measured by basically how you deal with your failures. अपने failures के साथ हम कैसे deal करते हैं, that basically defines a person. Everybody is bound to fail, but did you learn anything from those failures? That is the most important part. So these are the skills, traits when we talk about the various skills and the traits, life skills which we learn from sports. There are various kinds of skills like, the self-awareness, coping with emotion, coping with stress, problem solving, decision making, critical thinking, creative thinking, empathy, effective communication, interpersonal skills, time management, building a budgeting time, taking care, self-care, discipline, motivation, multitasking. So there are endless number of things which we can talk about. But since we are having a limited time, अभी हमारे पास जो है बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं है. I have to obviously complete the session. So we will be focusing on the next things, that is what are the management lessons we learn from sports. So this is our topic for today. What are the management lessons we learn from sports? These traits which we have just studied, this is applicable to individuals also. This is applicable to organizations also. I mean, these skills are very, very important, whatever skills which we have discussed right now. But now we are going to shift to the management lessons which we learn from sports. Again, these lessons are something, which, it is applicable to individuals also, it is applicable to organizations also. So what is the lesson number 1? See, when we talk about the lesson number 1, I will be giving you more examples of cricket because that is the game which is followed in India religiously. So we will be giving more examples of cricket. So when we talk about cricket, what is the first thing any player do? What is the first thing any player do when he enters the cricket field before a match? What is the first thing they do? Now the first thing they do, first thing they do, yes, first thing they do is assess the condition. As a player before a cricket match, that is the first thing which we do is assess the pitch. We look into the pitch, we understand, what kind of pitch it is, beat anyone, be it a player who is playing as a first match or a player who will be playing as a 200 test match or anyone. They will first go to the ground and assess the condition. What are the conditions which are there on the pitch? And, obviously this is the famous Jeffrey Boycott, who used to insert his key in the pitch, to know how damp the pitch is or how hard the pitch is. So that is the first thing we do. We assess the condition. And when we talk about assessing the condition as an individual, as an organization, when we talk about assessing the condition, it is all about your SWOT analysis. What is SWOT analysis?
Strength,
Strength,
opportunity,
threats.
weakness,
Strength,
opportunities.
weakness, opportunities, and threats.
Yes, very good. Strength, weakness,
Yeah, strength.
opportunity, threat. What is the difference between a strength and an opportunity?
Opportunity
Sir?
is that you take from somewhere. Strength is which is you build over time, and the opportunities come to you, or you may take them from somewhere. For example, there's an article for a vacancy, so you take that opportunity to go and give the interview. And your strength is, what are your strengths? For example, you're good at speaking, or a particular player is good at bowling or batting, like
Yes.
that.
Yes. See, strength is something very good. Strength is something which is internal. Strength is something which is internal, and opportunities are there, which is something external to you. So that is the strength and the weakness. So when we talk about the first lesson which we learn from sports is that SWOT analysis. You should know your strength, you should know your weakness, you should know your opportunities, you should know your threats. So as a first thing, my strength, what are my strengths? My brand, my range and quality of content, my customer base, my market share, my technology, my marketing, these are my strengths. And when we talk about, the opportunities, it is basically the international growth maybe we are looking at, growth opportunities, new markets, which we can explore. Say, for example, now, there are obviously, there are different situations with the China because of, the present situation. As you all know, China is in a corner right now. China, is not favorable, or, it is not friendly with the most of the world. Most of the world feel the negative about China right now. So when we talk about China, I mean, there could be something, that could be my opportunity. Like, say for example, we are talking about Atmanirbhar. We want to grow, we want to, build all those things which we were importing from China. Obviously, it won't happen overnight. It won't happen overnight that we all start manufacturing everything and all those things. But this is what we are looking at. This is a kind of an opportunity. So, like in this particular situation, in this pandemic which we are all in, I mean, still it gives you the opportunity. It gives the opportunity to India. It gives an opportunity to India to build itself. इस टाइम वर्ल्ड में सारी कंट्रीज, सारी कंपनीज जो है, दे वांट टू शिफ्ट देयर बेस, दे से फॉर एग्जांपल दे वांट टू शिफ्ट देयर बेस फ्रॉम चाइना टू इंडिया. There are various companies who want to do this. So this is an opportunity for us as a country, so these are the opportunities or the threats, where the competition, the who is your competitor, that is your threat, what he might be doing, what pricing, policy he might adopt. So these are your threats. And then your weakness, your maybe for example, you don't have that debt, you have debt, you don't have enough money, or your experience is not that good, or anything of that sort. So that is your weakness. So lesson number 1 is that first of all you should assess the condition. Be it an individual, be it an organization, you assess the condition first. That is the first lesson which we learn from sports. Second is that you don't depend on a particular star player. Say for example, Tendulkar scored so many runs. He scored tons of runs. He scored tons of tons. He scored 100 centuries. He did. But was India winning? Not necessarily. India was not winning initially because it cannot. So you are made a presenter. I mean, these kind of things. Let me tell you one thing, that in this software which you are using, you have got the also the you have got the training regarding this. In this particular software, it can be seen who has done this because the recording is going on, and it can be seen at any point of time. So don't make yourself as a fool. Try to being a smart, you end up becoming a fool. It is not a movie which is going on, and this, you feel like, the things, you can do anything. When you enter into the college, when you will go, you go to the college, and, you will start roaming around and start singing and dancing in corridors, then you are living in a myth. That is not going to happen. So we were discussing about this lesson that, you don't depend on a particular player, you don't depend on a particular strategy, you don't depend on that. Say for example, Tendulkar or a Lara, they scored so many runs, but they could not succeed because there was no other player as such. So similarly, for any organization, if you want to succeed, if you want to succeed as an organization, you should always have your second line ready. You should always have that, alternative with you. You should always have that second brand or a second strategy. You cannot just depend on one particular thing, one particular strategy, one particular product to succeed. Like for example, mobile, when we talk about mobile, say for example, Samsung is having different models of mobile, say J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, J6, J7. Now, right now, say for example, J7 is in demand and they are selling. So they cannot just, sit, yes, our J7 is going on. So they will launch J8, they will launch J9, they will launch J10, say for example. Why? Because they know that this time this product is selling high, but later on what might happen is, later on what might happen is that, this product, it may not be, there will be a decline. It is not that it will be sold forever. So there should be a second line. So that is J8, J9, J10 will be launched. That is the reason why the companies launch so many mobiles at one particular point of time. There are so many models which are coming. You have to lead from front. You have to be a leader. Obviously, you all know that in this 2011 World Cup final, when we talk about, Dhoni promoted himself to number 4 because, Yuvraj was in such a great position, form. He was doing very well, but you want to lead from front. You want to lead by example. As a manager, as a boss, again, there could be people, again, in this example also, you can say there are, so many controversy and contradiction right now along with Dhoni. People are saying so many things about him, that he has not done this, he has not done that, and everything. But again, we are not focusing on that. What we are focusing is his leadership skills, which no one can deny, because he has won the trophies. That record will stay with him forever, and no one can deny that record, that he has won the T20 World Cup, he has won the 50 over World Cup, he has won the Champions Trophy, apart from others, the Asia Cups and all those things. So you cannot deny that. Whatever is it right now, the in India there is a habit of criticizing. People love to criticize anyone and everyone, and it happens with all the great players and leaders. Be it Dhoni, be it Tendulkar, be it Roger Federer. There are, in any sports, these are the things which happen. People love to criticize. Oh, he's not doing well, he's not doing well, now he's not doing well, he's not doing that, he's not doing this. So these are the things which will keep on happening, but you cannot, deny the fact, the records which he has, the amount of, the World Cups or the trophies which he has won, which is, very unlikely to be repeated in the near future. You never know the future, but it is something which will be very, very special record. So when we talk about MS Dhoni, he has led from the front. He always led from the front. As a manager, as a leader, you have to lead from front. It cannot be like this. You will be coming late and you expect all your employees to be on time. If you develop that culture of, coming late, then, all your employees will also, they will also do the same thing. So if you want to develop that culture, it has to come from the top. You have to be on time, you have to work hard, you have to show, yes, I am also working hard, I am also sitting there in the office. So then only your employees will start respecting you, and they will also start behaving in that manner. And that is how the cultures are built, when you lead by example. Risk and reward go hand in hand. There are risks which you have to take. Like obviously in the 2011 World Cup, he played Srishant, Dhoni played Srishant, or say for example Raina in place of performing Pathan. And there are so many things which happens like throughout the career. He has taken so many kinds of decisions. Please mute off your
Sir,
mic,
you,
whoever is there.
sir, Yuvraj Singh also.
Yes. No, Yuvraj was performing well throughout the tournament. Yuvraj was performing well throughout the tournament. He performed well throughout the tournament. So we are talking about that. The risk which you take. The risk which you take during during his captaincy. Giving that over to Ishant Sharma or anything. You can again you can say it is the gut feeling or anything. But what we are talking about here is that you have to take risk. Unless and until you don't take risk, you won't get reward. So you have to take risk, then only you will get a reward. Okay. So this is again one thing. See, there is one saying that higher the risk, higher the reward. It is not higher the risk, higher the reward. It is higher the risk, higher is the probability of reward. Higher the risk, higher is the probability of reward. There are more chances that you will succeed when you take the higher risk. So that is the thing, that is one of the lessons which we can.
And sir, we should be cool and calm like Dhoni.
Yes, we should be cool and calm like Dhoni. That is again, one of the trait which is there, that you have to be calm. Unless and until, if you start panicking, your boss, your leader, they start panicking, then obviously, you won't be able to succeed. So the next thing is like strategy. What we have to do is we have to strategize. We have to strategize. Now what is strategy? Just a simple crisp answer, like if you would like to answer, what do you mean by strategy? Anyone can tell.
The strategy means
Think.
the planning before the game. What you like, you don't know what it will be actually, but you need to plan in some direction that if this will be the situation, we will do this, or if the situation arises like this, we will go ahead for this plan,
Yes,
so
very
that
good.
you don't get stuck in the middle when some unexpected things come up.
Yes, yes, very good. See, that is the actual meaning of the word strategy. Strategy is to plan according to your rivals. You have to plan according to your competitors. That is what the strategy is. Strategy, the meaning of the word strategy is to, planning, keeping in viewpoint your competitor's action and reaction. How your competitor will behave. Like, say, for example, when we talk about cricket, say, for example, a player, say, for example, we have planned a particular batting order, and then suddenly, they change their bowling order. They say, for example, they insert spinner in the initial overs of a T20 match. So what you will do on one down, you will send someone else which you have not planned earlier, because you have planned a particular batting order, but since they have employed a spinner, so you change your strategy also, change your plan also. So that is called a strategy. See, similarly, like say for example, in this case, we can say Geo. When Geo enter into the market, when Geo enter into the market, there were 10 players in the market. Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, Aircel, Tata Docomo, and so many, I mean, the BSNL and all that. So there were 10 players. Had it been like, say for example, if I enter into that market, I would have got, say for example, 10% share, since there were 10 players in the market. But what was the strategy of Geo? Geo used the strategy that is called as predatory strategy. Predatory strategy means that you lower the charges, you lower the price initially. So you have lower. Obviously, he give it free. He gave it free, and we are price sensitive. We love that. So being an Indian, anything that is free, we are very good at that. So we actually adopted it, and what happens now? Now, if you see the situation, the 7 players have exit from the market. There are only 3 players in the market right now: Airtel, Vodafone and Idea. They have merged, and then Jio. And the current market share of the Jio is 40%. So this is the strategy. These are the strategies. It was, awarded as a world game changer. This Reliance strategy. So these are your strategy which you have to adopt. When you want to succeed. In that World Cup final, again semi-final, when we talk about, if I remember correctly, Tendulkar was dropped, 5 times. Again, you will say it was a match fixing. Oh, the match was fixed and all that. So we are not focusing on that. But we are focusing on is that you have to give your 100%. No matter what you do in your life, you always have to give 100%. Unless and until you don't give your 100%, you will never succeed. So that is one thing which I said in the beginning of the presentation also. That is something which is there in your hand, your hard work. You can work hard. You can work hard. That is something which is there in your hand. Rest, anything is not in my hand. What is in my control is my hard work. So we should always work hard. We should always give our 100%. It is very easy to blame. It is very easy to pinpoint. Oh, this was happening. This was happening. That is the reason. That why I could not do it, and all the kind of things. But you should always give your 100%. That is the first thing. You have to be alert. Again, you have to be alert and agile. See, in business, it is so dynamic. Things keeps on changing very fast. Things keeps on changing very fast when we are, when we are on a field or when we are in a business. Like, say for example, the current situation which has gone, like the situation which is like, because of this pandemic, all the business have turned upside down. So you never know what is in store. So you have to be on your toes every time. You have to be like Nokia 1995 से लेकर 2005 तक Nokia रूल करा था. But what happens is when in the year 2005 Android was introduced, Nokia ने अपने आप को एडजस्ट नहीं करा और Nokia ने अपने आप को अडेप्ट नहीं करा और वो मार्केट से बाहर हो गया. So that is the thing, that you have to be on your toes. If you are not on your toes, if you are not alert, you will be, gone from the market. You will be gone. In today's world, you have to be very alert and active. If you are not alert, you are not active, you won't succeed. Never say never. Like some of us, like one of you were mentioning about Yuvraj Singh. Here he is. Obviously all of you know that he was suffering from cancer. At the time of that 2011 World Cup. But
Yes,
you never
sir.
say never. He kept working hard. He kept working hard. There were so many of thoughts of any kind. But you never say impossible. This is the spirit of sports. This is the spirit of the sports which I showed you in the beginning also. This is the spirit of sport, that you never say never, never say impossible. You keep on trying, you persist unless and until you succeed. It is very easy to see in this video and say these things, but just imagine, with that person, say for example, he lost in 92, 94, 98, then 2000 again, last, after playing the 5 Grand Slam finals, he won. So this is, one of the most incredible story of sports even 20 years later. The story of Goran Ivanisevic, which I told you. Or I told you about Tendulkar, he lost. He lost, the 92, 96, 99, 2003, 2007. So he lost all these World Cups. And then ultimately in 2011, we won. Same thing is with Yuvraj. I mean, so, you never say never. The match is not over till the last ball is bowled. So that is the thing. You have to appreciate diversity. You appreciate diversity. You see, you cannot make a team with 11 Sehwag. You cannot make a team with 11 Rahul Dravid. There has to be a diversity. एक टाइप के जो है 11 प्लेयर नहीं रख जाते, टीम उससे नहीं बनती है. टीम बनाने के लिए हमारे को जो है वी नीड दैट द रोल्स विच नीड टू बी गिवन टू ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल. हम सिर्फ उन लोगों के साथ नहीं बात करते जो हमारे जैसा सोचते हैं, हम उनसे भी बात करेंगे, हम उनको भी अपनी टीम में रखेंगे who think opposite from me. It is not only about those who think like, those who say yes only they should be in your team. Then you will never succeed. You will only succeed when you have opposite thoughts. There should be a constructive criticism. There should be that constructive criticism. It should be always be there. Then build a bench. We do training, we do development, we build a bench, we build players. Like say for example, Genpact. Genpact की company में, they have so many, people in the pipeline. वो लोग जो है लोगों को तैयार करके रखते हैं कि अगर एक बंदा जो है मेरा जो है जॉब को अगर छोड़ के चला जाएगा, तो ऐसा नहीं होता कि we will sit and we will say to our customer, oh my employee has left the job, so we won't be able to complete the order. We don't say like this. What we will do is we will we have that backup. We have that backup plan. जिसका backup plan जितना better होता है, that those teams always do well. There were example again of Australian team or an Indian team. See, this is one of the advantages of IPL. They say, that it has generated that bench strength of India. There are so many players who are there in the wings, and when there are so many players in the wings, then obviously those who are in the team, they have to perform better, because they know that if I don't perform, I will be out from the team. So you have to build the bench strength. So these are the various lessons which we learn from sports. These are the management lessons which we learn from sports. These are the various traits which we learn. As an individual, when we talk about these are the traits, as an individual, these are the traits, the self-awareness, the coping, the empathy, the confidence, the multitasking, discipline, motivation, all these kinds of things. And again, the management lessons from sports. See, there are so many things to be said, to be told, but since the time is limited, the points which we have seen, that you should first of all assess the condition. Do not be dependent on one particular player or a strategy. You should always lead from the front. Risk and reward always goes in hand. Higher the risk, higher is the probability of return. You should always strategize. That is something again very important in today's world, because there will always be competition. So you have to strategize how to overcome your competitor. That is something which is very important, and it happens in every sports. There will be competitor. So you have to identify your plans how to overcome your competitor. So that is the thing. What should be my field settings and all those kinds of things which we can discuss. Always give your 100%. Be alert. Never say never. And you should appreciate diversity, and then build a bench strength. So these are the lessons which we learn from sports. Now I will just show you from different fields. There may be people that have more talent than you, but there is no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do. So again the same thing. I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have almost lost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan. Mary Kom. People used to say that boxing is for men and not for women. I thought I will show them someday. I promised myself and proved myself. When you are good at something, make sure that is everything. Roger Federer. Tanya Nehwal, you can't let the highs make you feel overconfident, nor can you let the lows to be a reason to dampen your spirit. We all have dreams, but in order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, discipline, and effort. And this is the quote which I will end my presentation. And these are the three things which comes out of this: discipline, dedication, determination. Always remember these three words. From this lesson, from this management lesson from sport, at least you should all remember these three words. If you want to succeed in your life, then these are the three D's which you follow. You should be disciplined, you should be dedicated, you should be determined. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You are most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you all for being a lovely audience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.